Oh boy. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Bad Batch Season 2. You type it into Google and you go into news, and it's all the same kind of headlines. Release date. Discouraging release date. Release date still in September? So let's go ahead and read some of these articles, and then we can talk about it. Because first and foremost, I think it's really weird that we're getting Andor delayed 1 month to when the Bad Batch was supposed to come out, pretty much. And then now there's no talk of the Bad Batch. So, in the sense that they removed it from their, or they didn't show it on their roster line for what's premiering in September. The Bad Batch Season 2 no longer releasing on September 28th, possibly. Disney has released a list with all the content arriving on Disney Plus in September, including 4 episodes of Andor. Missing, however, is the upcoming Season 2 of The Bad Batch, which the streamer accidentally revealed earlier this summer would start airing September 28th. Now, I don't know if they accidentally revealed it or not, but it was in the trailer, the Bad Batch Season 2 trailer that we got just recently, saying at the end, September 28th. Neither Disney nor Lucasfilm ever announced this date on social media or through a press release. There was no cause for panic, however, as Disney Plus probably wanted more space between Andor and the Bad Batch after they delayed the former a few weeks. It will have its 3-episode premiere on September 21st, and then we're going to get Andor Episode 4 the day that Bad Batch Season 2 was supposed to drop, which is the 28th of September. So obviously they can't have the Bad Batch premiering the same day that Andor Season 2 Episode 4 comes out, because for them it's all about, you know, the eyes and the clicks and the views and all that. So they want to make sure that everyone is consuming one product as much as they can before they move on to the next. And if you have 2 products in one IP, which is Star Wars, for example, you're going to be focusing, let's say, more on Andor or more on Bad Batch, and you're not going to allocate your time to both, most likely, compared to if they both drop at the same time, being like, yo, I'm definitely going to watch this, I'm definitely going to watch this. So obviously there was some sort of a scheduling mix-up or whatever it may be, but you can see now that they've moved Andor 1 month later, about 4 weeks later, to the 21st of September instead of the 28th of August, which is what we were supposed to get. And then now they're going to move Bad Batch Season 2, most likely probably to like the end of Andor, to like November or whatever that's going to be, end of November. Now, Bad Batch Season 2 is 16 episodes, so that's 4 months, which will take us to December, January, February, March. Takes us into March, and Mandalorian Season 3 begins in February. So we could have an overlapping of Mando Season 3 and the Bad Batch Season 2, which makes me wonder if they're going to follow through with that, or if they're just going to move Mando Season 3 into March. And then, what could that disrupt going forwards? Could that disrupt Ahsoka, Acolyte, or whatever other show that they got coming out? A release date sometime in October or November is highly likely, says Star Wars Newsnet. And depending on how many episodes Season 2 has, it could nicely bridge the gap between Andor and The Mandalorian, which returns with its 3rd season in February 2023. So they could possibly make it happen with Mando Season 3 if they launch like 3 episodes premiere night, let's say. And that would shave it down to 13 episodes, which is almost like 3 months. And that would pretty much take us right into Mandalorian Season 3. A trailer for the new adventures of Hunter, Echo, Wrecker, and Omega and the rest of the gang debuted at Star Wars Celebration in late May, though no specific launch date was given, except in the trailer, which was just recently launched. Here's the current list of programs set for release on September 28th via the recently released Disney Plus schedule. So let's enlarge this. So we have Season 2 premiere of The Mighty Ducks, Game Changers, then Episode 201, Icebreaker. Then we have Andor Season 4 coming out Wednesday, September 28th. And there should have been a Bad Batch Season 2 Episode 1 here as well, but there isn't, so oh well. I guess it's probably going to get delayed unless we get, official confirmation that it's still coming out at the end of September. But as for right now, it doesn't look like that is the case. It looks like it's going to be delayed, and I really want to see Bad Batch Season 2, but at the same time, look, for me, like, I have time to watch all these shows when they come out, but I know for a lot of other people, they have regular lives, and they have jobs, and they have other commitments, perhaps. So they're not going to be able to sit down and watch every single show that comes out. And they probably have other shows that they're interested in as well, not belonging to Star Wars. So it may get a little bit tasksome, a little bit heavy for them. So I guess, this is the best move for Disney for their analytics and all that, and to get the most people to watch every show that they launch, depending on their interest with Star Wars or Marvel or whatever it might be. So either way, we're going to get it. It's just going to be a little bit later. I could see it dropping October. I could see it dropping end of November, like I said, when Andor finishes, which is 12 episodes, which is 3 months. So, I mean, that would be December. So, I don't know. Maybe they'll have an overlapping of a few weeks or something like that. But I guess we'll see. You know, and we're also supposed to get Tales of the Jedi as well this fall. So there's 3 projects coming this fall. And I imagine Tales of the Jedi will be just like Star Wars Visions, where they drop all the episodes all at once. And I guess we could just do a watch party for like the whole thing in its entirety. And Tales of the Jedi looks pretty fun. It's like a different kind of an animation. It's not going to be like Clone Wars, but it's going to be telling the story of, you know, younger times of, you know, like a little baby Ahsoka, Count Dooku, and Qui-Gon Jinn, and you know, Anakin, Obi. There's going to be a lot of interesting stories there that I'm really looking forward to learning about. So there's a lot of Star Wars projects coming in the next 4 months, you know, until the new year. So I think they're probably just moving stuff around, and I don't really think there's a reason to panic. I don't think it's canceled or anything. It's just probably delayed a little bit and to make room for Andor. Now, I don't know why they pushed Andor to end of September. I think if they had just kept it at the end of August, it would have been better for them, but I'm sure they have their reasons. They don't want shows to overlap with Marvel and all that stuff, because God forbid something overlaps with Marvel. Now, obviously, this is an oversight, but we do see this quite a lot with Star Wars, you know, projects being announced and then canceled or halted or paused or whatever it is. And it's kind of tiresome to see as a fan. You know, I think a company with this much credit and, you know, this much money as Disney, they should really have a stronger hold on their products that they're announcing. And, you know, if they can't really do something or they can't deliver, I would just say don't even announce it. But it just seems like they're kind of maybe rushing things out or whatever it might be. But there is no reason that a company of this size and this magnitude should be doing this with certain projects like KOTOR, for example, like some of the other movies that they've announced, and then we hear nothing about for years, and then we just find out that it's delayed or canceled or it's put on the shelf, and we all know what that means. You know, how many projects were put on the shelf to never be heard of or spoken of again. So I think when it comes to projects like this, now in this case, of course, we're still getting the Bad Batch season 2. It's probably just delayed a little bit. But my question is, you know, why? Why is it delayed? Why is Andor delayed? Why can't we just get these products and these projects when they're announced? If you say, hey, this is going to come out end of August, okay, cool, I'm expecting end of August. Why then do you delay it a month and then delay this show and then the next show is going to get pushed back? What is the reason? You know, I mean, of course there is a reason, but I just think better planning for a company of this size is something that would go a long way with a lot of fans. And at the end of the day, it just helps their reputation even more. Because I remember, you know, back in the day, Lucasfilm was like the top of what you aspire to be as an organization, as a company, when George was in charge. And now it just seems like things are... It's like the Empire. It's like things are so big that you can just miss a bunch of things, or there's just so many people working there that it's not really as tightly knit as it used to be. There's too many cooks in the kitchen, and you just don't exactly know what is going on with the scheduling, with the products, with the projects, with the stories, so on and so forth. Maybe there's just too much happening at the same time. Maybe the people who are running it aren't the people that should be in charge. Maybe there are different people that should step up and take the positions and really handle this company with a lot more care, perhaps. You know, 1 or 2 or 3 times, that's fine, but it's just a constant thing that keeps happening year after year. And I feel like, you know, a company of that size can do better. So hopefully, you know, we get Bad Batch Season 2 announced relatively soon, and it's not just a guessing game, because I think a lot more transparency would be better for us as fans, and we'd appreciate it quite a lot. Let me know what you think about this. Are you excited for Bad Batch Season 2 more so than Andor, or vice versa? Do you want them both to drop at the same time, or are you cool with this? Do you want them to be a little bit spread apart and then have Tales of the Jedi come out later or whatever, and then fill us right up to Mandalorian Season 3, which I'm very looking forward to. All right, well, it just means a lot of watch parties and a lot of fun, a lot of breakdowns, a lot of videos. Love you guys. Have a great day, and may the Force be